Hey guys, okay, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. It has been a really long time since I have posted. Okay, well, the last time I posted was probably around this time last year, and I was actually posting some Valentine's Day looks, which is kind of what I've got going on right now, is a fun Valentine's Day look. I didn't do any red lips last year, I don't think. So I did a cute silver smoky eye with a really cute red lip. So if you want to know how to get this look, keep watching and you can see all the products that I used and all the techniques that I used, and I plan on doing a lot more videos soon, like very soon, because I'm super excited. I finally got a lighting set up and a tripod, and I am just excited that I can post some better quality videos, so I hope you stick around to watch them. So if you want to see this look, just keep watching. Okay, so to start out, I'm gonna do my eyebrows, because I always like to do my eyebrows and my eyes before I do my face. That way I can just like clean up anything that I do mess up. Lately I've not really been using a pencil or anything to do my eyebrows, but I've actually been using this Smashbox full exposure palette, and mine is so dirty. Like, this is ridiculous. I need to, wipe it down, but am I gonna do that? Probably not. But the shade that I go into are like these two right here that have been pretty used and abused, and you're gonna have to excuse my nails because they're also kind of gross. But for the tail, I usually go in with the darker shade and fill those in, and I try to get them even as possible, but like, my eyebrows, they're kind of beat, and one's longer than the other, so it's really just a fake it till you make it game with my eyebrows. And then I'll take the shade that I have really used and abused and fill in like the inner part and kind of like blend them together. Yeah, and that's what I do with that, and then I'll take a spoolie through them and then I'll carve them out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Also, until I like really get a lot more makeup on, my eyebrows are gonna look super dark compared to my hair since I dye it blonde. But they really don't look that bad when you look at the finished product. Okay, and that's what they look like when they're just kind of filled in before I do any carving. Kind of before I would carve the top and bottom, but over like the last couple days I've just been carving the bottom out, and I kind of prefer how that looks. So I'm gonna go with that. I am actually trying a new concealer out today too, so this could end in disaster. I love English. I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. So it's got that kind of strange like sponge applicator, so we'll see how that goes. I'll just take my finger and kind of blend that into my eyelid a little bit. Before I do eyeshadow, I'll go back in and I'll like prime my eyelid with an actual primer, but and that's kind of how I do that, and it kind of just gives it a much better shape. So I'm gonna kind of speed through this next one. Okay, and once I'm kind of satisfied with how those look, and I'm really not very picky with my eyebrows, as long as they kind of look similar, and I mean, as long as they're like kind of like, we go for distant cousins here, not so much twins. But I'll take some clear eyebrow gel, and lately I've been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel, and I'll just take that and kind of run it through my eyebrows. And that is how I do my eyebrows. Okay, and to start off my eyes, I'm actually going to take the e.l.f. Sheer Eye Primer. That's really all. I know it's an eye primer because that's what I bought it for, and it says the shade is Sheer. So, well, that's what I'm going to take, and I'm going to prime my eyes with it to get ready for some eyeshadow. I'm only gonna do one of my eyes on camera, I think, just to save time. So we will see. I may end up doing them both on camera, but probably not. I try and just take and like dab that in. I hate myself. Next, I'm just gonna apply some tape to the corners of my eyes so I can get like a nice sharp line. Honestly, that piece was way too big, but it's fine. I'm gonna get 2 pieces, and first I am gonna apply them to the back of my hand like so, and then just pull them off and stick them down a couple more times, so when I put them on the corners of my eyes, they won't be so like sticky and like tug at my eyes so much. But that's optional, that's all on you. You don't have to do that. You really don't even have to put tape on your eye. This is just kind of the shape that I'm gonna go for. And I mean, that looks pretty even to me, so that's what I'm gonna go with. So the palette that I'm mainly gonna be using on my eyes today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. And the 2 colors that I'm really gonna dip into the most are the colors Cyborg, which is that really pretty silver shade, and then this gray shade next to it called Slate. To start off, I'm going to take Slate on a fluffy brush and tap off some of the excess, and then I'm just going to go in and give myself like a nice like crease shade. And right now that's gonna look super crazy until I put like a white shade down to kind of blend it into, but I will get to that in just a second. This is kind of one of those looks that I do that like kind of looks really like awful until the end, so you just gotta like bear with me, stick with me, and believe me. If I don't make a mess first, I'm literally dropping every single shadow palette I have. Trying to get to my Morphe 35B palette, which I have buried. Found it. Okay, and I'm just gonna go into that white shade right there because the lightest shade in the Anastasia Sultry palette isn't quite light enough for what I want to go for. But if you feel more comfortable just putting kind of like a light creamy shade, that's fine, go for it. But I really prefer a really nice white brow bone. So I think it makes shades like this pop more. Also, if you are a more natural girl, this may not be the look for you, but like, it's fine, we'll have fun and just chat and do makeup. It still looks crazy, but believe me, it'll come together. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is actually take a little bit of the NYX glitter primer and apply a little bit of that to my lid before I put down the silver shade, just so it like has something to stick to and pop a little more. And I'm gonna give it like a second or so to get tacky. Plus, the less you put on, I feel like the tackier it gets, like quicker, if that makes sense. Also, try not to like really like let my eye like shut all the way while that's still tacky. But on a flat packer brush, I'm just gonna go into Cyborg, which is that silver shade, and apply that wherever I applied that glitter glue. And are you kidding me? Look at that shade. I'm just gonna keep applying more because sis loves some glitter. Also, if you hear like some weird like crunchy shade, it is my shirt. It is so like it just, oh, the sound it makes like honestly bothers me, but it's like really cute and like festive for Valentine's Day because, you know, kiss lips. So that's what I'm going with. Then I'm just gonna take that same blender brush. I don't even know what I was trying to say right then, but I'm just gonna kind of go in and blend that edge out so it's a little more seamless. Okay. And while that tape's still on there, I'm gonna take a even fluffier brush and take the shade. I have the hardest time saying this, so feel free to make fun of me. Noir, N-O-I-R. I can't read, I'm so sorry. And I'm just gonna take that black shade onto the fluffy brush and just tap off as much as possible before I put it in that outer corner. And I don't want to put a whole lot of this because like I'm gonna do probably a red lip to kind of match my shirt and be cohesive and, you know, all that fun stuff, but I feel like it would just add a little something extra to this, so I'm doing it. Plus, I mean, I'm not going anywhere tonight, so might as well be extra. I'm just casually filming on a Monday night. Super casual Monday look. Love it. I'm taking my fluffy brush that I put my gray shade on and just blended everything out. Taking that and blending a little more. And we go back in with that same shade that I same brush that I applied the black shade with. And just build it and blend it and really work on getting the pigmentation and just like blend that I want. I'm gonna go back and forth between noir and slate and just blend. Okay. Wow. That really makes a big difference. This eye looks so tired. Also, say hi. But yeah, I like how that has turned out. So I'm just gonna do the other eye off camera and then I will be back. So okay, so while I was off camera and doing this eye, I also just went ahead and did my eyeliner off camera because I swear every time I do it on camera it ends up just terrible and didn't feel like dealing with that today. So to move on, I am gonna start on my face before I come back and finish the rest of my eyes, which really is just like the, you know, the underneath, like my lower lash line. So I'm taking a little bit of the NYX Angel Veil primer and just applying it kind of where I have issues with pores, like around my nose and on my nose. I don't really prime the rest of my face anymore just because I feel like my foundation applies better when I don't. But everybody's skin's different, so if your foundation applies better with a primer, by all means use your primer. But the foundation that I'm going to use today is the Revlon Color Stay in the shade 110 Ivory, because I'm extremely pale. This honestly might be a little too light for me, but that's fine. We'll just use some bronzer and bronze up my face. This is a brand new bottle too. That's why I'm not 100% sure of the color. So I'm just squirting some onto the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna take my Real Technique sponge and start applying it to my face. I don't think the color's gonna be terrible, but I'm not sure about the coverage. It's looking all right on camera. So I'm just gonna kind of speed through this as well, because I mean, what's the fun in sitting here watching me bounce foundation into my face? Not a lot. It's a little white, not that bad.
I have that pump a little bit more into my hand.
Okay, and now that I've got my foundation blended in, I am gonna take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, the same one I used to carve out my brows earlier. It is in the shade Ivory. I don't know if there's a number, but it's in the shade Ivory. And I'm just gonna take that and try and squeeze a little bit out. And wow, I hate this applicator. I'm just gonna tap it like that. It's also very yellow. And I'm gonna put that under my eyes. And I'm in a triangular shape right on my nose. And if I'm not super satisfied with the color of that, I'll take my Maybelline Fit Me concealer and kind of fix the shade a little bit. Because I thought it was kind of on the yellow side, but like this one's extremely yellow. I'm not hating it. I'm also not obsessed with it though. It's looking okay on camera though. See how it blends out under that eye. Because I have lines under my eyes, like lines for days. So basically any concealer that I apply under there is gonna crease. So I'm really just looking for something that has like the color and like coverage that I want, and like kind of just the one that looks the best. I don't know. You see, I mean, I can work with that. That's fine. Okay, and for powder, I am actually dipping into another new product that I've not touched, which is the Physicians Formula translucent powder. I've never tried it, but I'm going to. First, I'm going to take it on this Real Techniques. It's actually a contour brush, but I like using it for like under my eyes and like putting on powder. So we're gonna try that. I'm just using all kinds of new face products today, and that is kind of dark, but and again, I'll take my Maybelline Fit Me powder and just brighten that up when we're done. So I'm also gonna apply this on the rest of my face, so when I put the other powder on, it should blend good enough. I need to either start laying in the tanning bed again or get a spray tan, because sis is real pale right now. And I'm sure I would like these powders a lot better if I had some more color to me. But yeah, that's just that. And I feel like this gives good coverage. So also, can you see all that powder flying? Okay, so now I'm just gonna take on this big fluffy brush that I literally have no idea what the brand is. And I'm just gonna tap that all over my face and then blend. It's just, I'm doing it that way to keep from moving any of the liquid and cream products underneath. This is definitely darker than my foundation and stuff, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's not gonna work, because the foundation was a little light. We'll see how it goes. Because it's a really smooth powder. I really like the actual powder itself. And once I set it with some setting spray, I bet it's gonna look really nice. I'm just gonna blend that down my neck a little bit though, just to make sure I don't have like a dark foundation line, because I don't care who you are, that's not cute. Update, I really like the powder, but it's just a little dark for my under eyes. Oh, okay. That happened. I'm not 100, okay, I got a tripod for Christmas, and I'm not like 100% sure how to lock it in place in the sense that it won't fall backwards. But, I mean, other than that, I really like it, and I'm super thankful for it, because it's making filming a lot more enjoyable. I'm also taking my Maybelline Fit Me powder, the loose powder, and the color Fair 05. I'm just gonna apply that like under my eyes and anywhere where I want to highlight a little more and don't want it to be as dark as the rest of my face. So really that's gonna be like under my eyes. That already made a difference. On the center of my forehead, kind of down my nose, and then on my chin and like Cupid's bow area a little bit. Okay, and now that I've got that on there, I'm just gonna shut that because that's gonna make a mess, because I know I'm gonna make a mess. And I'm just gonna take that big fluffy powder brush and just kind of blend it all together. Make sure we've got a seamless blend. And I'm really liking the way this is looking. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take my Kat Von D Shade Light palette, and I'm going to take the middle shade right here, and I'm gonna contour and just bronze a bit with that. I used to like the cooler tone light shade more, but I don't know, this middle shade just grown on me, and that's the one I've been going for lately, because I feel like it just does a better job at, like, you know, snatching my cheeks. This shirt's so loud. I'm so sorry. I actually got a phone call in the midst of being really annoyed by my shirt, but I just started to blend my bronzer onto my cheekbones, and I'm just gonna kind of speed through this. I'm gonna hit right here on my temples, and then just a little bit on my jawline, because I have no jawline because my head is the actual shape of a basketball. But yeah, I'm just gonna speed through that. I'm just going to take the light cool tone shade right here on the end of the Kat Von D palette. Tap that off. And then just go down and try and snatch that nose a little bit. Kind of bring a little bit of definition back, and you can already see a big difference in just like the little bit I put on. And then once that's on, I'll just go back in with my powder brush yet again, blend it a little bit, and then I'll go in for blush. And I literally only use like one blush palette. I have like one other blush other than this, and it is a MAC blush that I've never touched. But this is just the e.l.f. blush palette in the light quad, and I'll take the lower, like kind of like mauve-y pink, like it's not like super bright, but like it's kind of got a little dip to it. I'm terrible at describing blushes because I don't really use blush that often. And then I'll just tap that off and apply it to my cheeks. Just give them a little more life. Not a huge difference, but just like a little color that I didn't have before. Okay, and then after that, I am gonna highlight my face using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, the pressed one in the shade Pearl, which is like their white shade, and mine is like falling apart, so I'm really not gonna put a whole lot of effort into putting it in front of the camera because that'll end in disaster. So yet again, from the line of brushes that I have no idea what they are, I just got them at Walmart because there's literally no writing on them. I'm just gonna take like this kind of like small, like I think it's supposed to be a concealer brush, but I mean I'm using it for highlight, and I'm gonna highlight my cheeks, and then I'm just gonna kind of pack that on. Which I don't use a whole lot of highlighter, but I love the Becca highlighters with like everything in me. And then I'm gonna apply a little bit above the arch of my eyebrow. Do the same thing on the other side. It on the tip of my nose and down the bridge, just to snatch my nose even more, then on my Cupid's bow. Okay, and once that's on, I'll take my powder brush yet again, lightly blend over it just to kind of tone it down a little bit, and then I'm going to take that same blush highlighter, and I am going to highlight the corner of my eye because I like a very like shimmery, like white inner corner. It's like my favorite thing ever. And I'm also gonna apply that onto my brow bone a little bit, just where the arch is. Okay, and I'm back. Okay, so I am just gonna take the slate shade again, and I am going to take that on the little fluffy brush and just kind of like apply it underneath my lash line just to even things out. I am no pro when it comes to doing your lower lash line, so just do what works for you. Just make sure the top and bottom are even. You don't want a whole lot going on the top and then like literally nothing on the bottom, because then you're just gonna look a little strange. But I mean, if that works for you, like go for it, but it does not work for me. Okay, and then once that is on, I am actually gonna find a smaller brush, which I'm taking a really, really, really tiny brush. And I'm gonna dip into that black and just add like the tiniest bit to the like lower lash line, but like just on the outer corner right there. So it makes like not a whole lot of difference, but like definitely adds some depth. And then I'm just gonna take that fluffy brush that I've been using and just blend over it. And then after I do that, I'm going to apply some lashes. So I'm gonna grab those and then I'll be right back. Okay, so actually before I apply my lashes, I'm actually gonna take 2 setting sprays and start setting my face. I feel like this helps because if I let it dry before I start putting on like mascara, my mascara doesn't transfer as much. It makes sense in my head. I don't know about yours, but like it makes sense in mine. So I'm gonna start off with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And I'm just gonna kind of like put that everywhere, but then over top I'm gonna put the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray just to give it some like extra hold. I like this one because it just kind of like melts everything together, and that one really like helps with like longevity. So that's a lot. It smells good though. I really like the way that smells. So usually while I wait for that to set, I'll just like play on my phone or something, or like read text, reply to text, call somebody and talk. But like I'm actually filming on my phone because no camera, because those are expensive and your girl's a college student and has no money. So this is what we're going with. So while I'm waiting on that to actually dry, I am going to apply some glue to my lashes so they can be like ready to put on. So I'm just going to figure out where I put my glue. Have it sit over there. And the lashes that I'm going to be using are the Kiss 01s. These are my favorite because they're just really like nice and wispy and like longer towards the outer corner, shorter towards the inner corner. Super user friendly because the lash band is so thin. And I'm using the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive in clear. And I like this because it's kind of like soothing to the eye because it has aloe in it. I really need a new one because this one's kind of starting to dry out. But like, I forgot it when I was shopping the other day. I'll get it another day. Just applying the glue. Now we are gonna wait for that to set. I really like the way this eye look turned out. Super silver. And we all know sis is like super extra and really likes a silver eye. Also, this shirt's really cute, but kind of itchy. But like, if you just kind of like sitting around hanging out, not that bad. Also, my lips look so non-existent right now. I cannot wait to put some lipstick on. Because I really don't have lips, but lipstick and like overdrawing them makes me feel much better. And you see, okay, I'm so impatient when it comes to waiting on lashes to dry. This one really doesn't take that long to dry, but I mean, everything seems like it takes a lot longer when you're on camera because you really can't do anything because I'm filming on my phone, so I can't really play on my phone. I mean, if this was like the Duo lash glue, it would literally take like 6 years, so that's why I can't use it. It takes so long for Duo lash glues to dry. Like this one is almost dry, but that one takes so long to dry. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know how people do that. Like, I know people that like, while they're still like doing like the beginning stages of their makeup, are putting the glue on so they can just like wait for the glue to dry. Like, it should not take your glue that long to dry. That's crazy. Might just be me, but I think that's crazy. But okay, now that this is dry and I am done ranting about Duo Lash Glue, I'm just gonna take this and kind of sit it on my eye, kind of like right in the middle, and then I will stick it down towards the outer corner, and then as I can tell it's drying and like sticking well, I will stick it down in the inner corner. I also don't know how well you can hear me, but I'm like right up on my mirror. I hope you can see this. And then I'll just kind of like press this and like pull my lashes together, like the real ones and the fake ones. If it's not sticking down well, I'll just keep sticking it down until it stays. And then it's on. I'm gonna go ahead and do this other one off camera because I don't want to have to put you through me ranting about something else while I wait on another lash to dry. So I will be okay. So now that my lashes are on, I am just gonna take some of my Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara in the black shade, and I'm gonna apply that to my top and bottom lashes. I'm applying it to the top lashes just so I can like blend the fake ones and the real ones, and then the bottom ones just cause you literally cannot see them. I'm also just gonna speed through this because this takes me like 5 minutes. Then I'm actually gonna do this eye off camera just because this is super boring and nobody wants to see this. Okay, and now that my eyes are done, I am gonna go ahead and do my lips, and that will finish off the look. I'm actually surprised, and everybody else that knows me will be surprised when they see the product that I'm using. I usually always use a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick, but I'm gonna switch things up today because this one's the perfect color and it was a gift from my super sweet cousin Randy Carroll. Thank you so much. It is the Kylie Jenner liquid lipstick and lip liner in the shade Boss. So I'm gonna start out by lining my lips with the liner, and then I'm just gonna fill them in with the liquid lipstick, and I'm just gonna speed through that as well.
Okay, this smells so good. It smells like vanilla. Do all of Kylie's lipsticks smell like vanilla? Okay. Okay, I love that. That is so cute.
And that is the look. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do my hair off camera, and then I will come back and we will really take a look at this. Okay, so this is the finished look. The Kylie lip, honestly, is probably gonna be my new staple red lip, other than like Red Rum and Unicorn Blood from Jeffree Star, because I love those with everything in me. But I am obsessed with this lip, and honestly, I really like how this eye look turned out too. I feel like it really makes my brown eyes pop. So if you have brown eyes, I feel like this would be a really good look for you this Valentine's Day. And it's honestly pretty easy. Like, this wasn't a very hard look. So yeah, this is the finished look. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see me post in the future, and share this video with all of your friends and family. And I hope you stick around, and I hope you enjoyed the video.